Ashley Cole. Looking here for Sturridge. Chelsea have the corner. Ancelotti has made it clear that he sees this as one of Chelsea's priorities this season. The holders want to retain the FA Cup. Lampard assessing all the options. Alex is the target. Alex has won the header, and Chelsea have taken the lead. Daniel Sturridge makes the breakthrough. Less than 5 minutes played, and the holders are in front. Sturridge, who arrived at Chelsea from Manchester City in the summer, who's waited patiently for his chance. There's no Drogba, there's no Anelka, but Sturridge has made his mark. Knocked away by Hodgson, who's now out of position. Here's Malouda. Malouda taking on Hodgson. It's almost an own goal, and it is eventually an own goal. Watford punished again by Malouda. There was a terrific ball in. Joe Cole on the volley, and initially it came off Mariappa, and then it went in off Eustace. Ivanovic. Now Joe Cole. Ivanovic again. Ivanovic easily away. Chelsea have the corner kick. Ivanovic, who has enjoyed success in the Russian Cup with Lokomotiv Moscow. One of those who was on the bench for Chelsea in the final at the end of last season. Alex is up, and Alex has got them. And his header has been tipped away by Loach. Makai looks positively shell-shocked. That on-footed. Mariappa for Demerit also in there. It's Demerit's header, which is comfortably gathered by Ilario. Watford's best chance. Here's Jenkins on as a second-half substitute. Cowie dispossessed by Zhirkov. Sturridge to try and get away from Mariappa. It's Sturridge. He's got a second chance, and this time he has been denied by Mariappa. That was a terrific recovery by Adrian Mariappa. It was a magnificent run by Daniel Sturridge. Watford have been a bit more progressive in this second half. They've brought on Jenkins, they've pushed on in the hope of getting a goal, but they nearly conceded then, outdone by the pace of Daniel Sturridge. Terry to the near post. Ivanovic went down. Sturridge to keep the ball in play. Lampard! Oh, that is magnificent! Fabulous goal by Frank Lampard. Given far too much time on the ball. Knew exactly what he wanted to do. Time to have a look up and to assess all the options. Loach given no chance. Watford given no chance either. Done by Zhirkov. Sturridge, beautiful take, fantastic goal. 2-0 for Daniel Sturridge. And what a touch here by Sturridge. We're in the third round of the FA Cup. He's now been able to score his first 2 goals for Chelsea.
We did very well the start of the match. 3-0 after 20 minutes was good, but again we played well until the end of the match. I am happy because we started well a new year. It was important performance.
We didn't start the first half properly. We lost a real sloppy goal from a set piece, and then there's 2 deflections. So we lost 3 real bad goals. We didn't start the way we should have.
Was Carter early on, receiving the cross from Cedric, getting down that right-hand side. His cross would come in, and Carter timing his run to perfection. And Hilario coming out off his line and not looking too comfortable, the goalkeeper, in place of the rested Peter Cech. And then we'll see Zhirkov coming forward from that left-hand position, playing in place of the rested and slightly injured Ashley Cole. More from Preston coming forward. Davidson this time all alone. Really could have done better. And then Alex won the hit. Catches the ball so well. And Lonergan does well to read that and parry the ball out. And then Chelsea would finally take the lead. Anelka cuts inside and it goes under Lonergan. The keeper may argue that he should have done better, although it does take a slight deflection. First FA Cup goal, 11 in all competitions this season. Not a bad return for a player who's had to play second fiddle at times to Didier Drogba as the main focal point of the attack for Chelsea. There's that Darren Carter miss. Really should have found the target. And second half action, it was Daniel Sturridge smashing that ball home. 3 FA Cup goals already on the season for him, and he's a very happy man. Lonergan does well with the initial save, but it falls kindly. Credit Preston, they will continue to come forward. Wallace with that free kick is a bit of a dead ball expert. That one going just wide. But Sturridge again involved inside the area, showing his trickery and almost curling that one into the far top corner. Lonergan looked well beaten on that occasion. And then Nicolas Anelka showing a bit of wing wizardry. It goes to Ballack, and what a save that is from Lonergan. Ballack hasn't scored as many goals as you probably would have expected in his time at Chelsea, but still one of the best midfielders in Europe. And then Parkland with the long-range effort, Hilario with the easy save, and late on it would be Cole inside the area, and that one going wide of that right-hand post, but Chelsea would not need that goal.
Here's Mikel. Drogba, flag has stayed down, it's a chance for Chelsea, it's a goal for Chelsea. Wow, what a start from Didier Drogba. 23 goals now this season for Drogba, he is unstoppable. But David Marshall, the goalkeeper, would have known what was coming. He was in goal here for Norwich City when they lost 4-0 in the 5th round 3 years ago. Drogba scored then, and he scored here with an unerring finish. Mikel to pick out Drogba, and the holders lead 1-0. Now Lampard. On by Drogba, picking out Sturridge, who in turn was looking for Ballack. Bothroyd the outlet here for Cardiff, and he was held back there by Alex. There's a yellow card for the Brazilian central defender. In by Whittingham. It's Gerrard with a header, and it's Hilario with a magnificent save. Great header by Gerrard and an acrobatic save by Hilario. Stevens' cousin coming close to Cardiff's equaliser. Gerrard again up, and he managed to make the header, which was deflected over the bar in the end by Chopra. Cardiff given some hope by Chelsea's uncertainty. Burke, who switched from right to left. Burke again. Chopra! Cardiff have their equalising goal. A change of approach has brought reward for Cardiff City and Michael Chopra. Chris Burke has had little joy on the right-hand side for Cardiff. Dave Jones has pushed him over to the left, and almost immediately Cardiff have got their equaliser. Terrific ball in. And Chopra there with just half a yard on Alex was able to nip in and to deflect the header beyond the reach of Hilario. Game on at Stamford Bridge again. 17th goal of the season for Michael Chopra. He's now in his 3rd spell with Cardiff City. He's always scored goals for them. Left by Lampard. Sturridge! Really had Marshall stretching. Haven't been too many opportunities for the 20-year-old to impress during this first half. Palafara. Kalou. Now Lampard. Drogba. Ballack has made a run for him. Ballack is onside. It's 2-1 now to Chelsea. Cardiff pulled apart. Cardiff anticipating an offside against the German. It was tremendous play by Drogba. As effective outside the penalty area as he is inside. And it was a magnificent finish by Ballack. Sturridge. Given away by Xhaka. Given away by Chopra. Sturridge. Now Drogba. It's Sturridge! Daniel Sturridge maintains his record of scoring in every round in the competition this season. 2 against Watford, again at Preston, and now against Cardiff. He made that for himself, and Cardiff, who paid the price in this second half for backing off, are caught out again by Sturridge and his anticipation. Sturridge prepared to continue his run, waiting for the lucky break, and Chelsea got it there. Mikel. And again by Lampard. Here's Malouda. Whipped in by Paulo Ferreira. It's Kalou! Magnificent goal! What a fabulous header by Solomon Kalou! Paulo Ferreira with the acceleration and then the drive on the cross. And just look at the adjustment there by Kalou to ensure that he beat Marshall. It wasn't an easy header for him at all.
Chelsea haven't lost a home FA Cup tie for 7 years and are aiming for their 4th semi-final in 5 seasons. This is the first time Stoke have made it this far since 1972. The holders bring in Ferreira, Alex and Kalou with Ballack banned, Joe Cole on the bench and Carvalho injured. Tunchai and Collins for Pugh and the suspended Shawcross are Stoke's 2 changes. Hilario with the fist away, only as far as Whitehead! And John Obi Mikel was in the right place for Chelsea. Delap's throw causing problems early on. Not really enough distance on the punch. And Whitehead very close to the opening goal. Anelka. That's cute. Here's Ferreira. And Stoke struggling to clear away. Out now to Ivanovic. Sorensen was concerned. The deflection takes it behind for a corner. Chelsea just starting to wake up after a sluggish start. They'll be concerned though that Branislav Ivanovic has posed their biggest attacking threat so far. Ferreira. Oh, that's sloppy from Whitehead! And Nicolas Anelka misses Chelsea's best chance so far. Really good opportunity for the Frenchman. And by his high standards, that's poor. Although what on earth was Whitehead up to there? Stoke have beaten Manchester City and Arsenal on their way here. So they won't be put off by facing one of the big boys. And here's Tunchai. And the first touch just allowed the ball to get away from him. And allowed Alex the chance to come in and make the sliding block. Malouda to take. It's only out as far as Drogba. First sight of goal this afternoon for Didier Drogba, who scored in Chelsea's 2-1 win at Stoke in the Premier League in September. Denied by Whitehead on this occasion though. Stoke struggling to get the corner away. Terry now back to Lampard, and Chelsea have the lead. Frank Lampard with his 16th goal of the season. And it's a lead that Chelsea maybe don't deserve, but they have taken, and it took a deflection of Abdoulaye Faye on its way past Thomas Sorensen, who hasn't had a save to make up until now. And he couldn't make the save there. Malouda. Nicely weighted pass now for Ferreira. And Drogba! Good block from Sorensen, who suddenly, after having a very quiet afternoon, is having to earn his money. And earned it well there. Chelsea going to try and take Stoke on at their own game, with Ivanovic delivering the long throw. And it might work out for Lampard. Scored from further out than that in the first half, but didn't get over the ball here. Chelsea, though, showing they're no slouches when it comes to the long throw either. Drogba's got the wrong side of Collins here. Could be trouble for Stoke. Still Drogba, and still. And now Anelka! And Wilkinson back on the line. And Chelsea now building up ahead of steam. Tony Pulis' side under pressure. Drogba, wonderful work, and Wilkinson keeps out Anelka. Alex gets up, and Wilkinson again is in the right place to keep Chelsea at bay. Well, it's almost single-handed from Andy Wilkinson as far as Stoke's defiance goes. But he and the Potters have another corner to try and defend. And it comes from Lampard, and Terry does make the pressure pay. Wilkinson was on the line but couldn't keep this one out. And John Terry gets his first FA Cup goal since scoring the winner in a quarter-final against Newcastle 4 years ago. And the Blues now have 1 foot firmly in the last 4.
Lampard, options left and right. This is Joe Cole. Quaylar across, still Joe Cole. Can he get his shot away? He can.
First throw of the goal, nice idea. Good pass from Frank, and immediately, as soon as Joe gets in the box, only one thing on his mind. Didn't strike the ball the way he would have liked.
Chelsea for Milner, plenty of space here. Just go for goal, and well, just wide.
I'm not sure he struck this the way that he would have liked, but it caused problems for Pelicek. Allowed far too much space. Look how much space he's got there on the edge of the box.
On the edge of the penalty area, Collins knocks it down. Bonner Hall, can he turn? He can. Was he brought down? No, says the referee.
Well, let's have another look at this. Well, that's a penalty. Okay, he's got a piece of Mikel's shirt. Well, if the referee hasn't seen that to me is a penalty.
As we've seen Malouda get forwards here, and he can pull it back. Opportunity for Drogba.
Good body strength, cuts it back, waits for Collins for the challenge. Didier comes in well. If he hits the target with this, Dunn was on the floor. It was Warnock.
And the header just wide. John Carew.
Well, I thought that was in. My heart was in my mouth.
Terry goes for it. Eventually, Deco smashes it towards goal.
Chance. That's a chance. He knows it as well.
Chelsea can break. Mikel wants to take it on. And Drogba over on the far side. The flag stays down, and Drogba still going forward, and still, and away by Warnock eventually.
Collins sells himself, he goes down. Good play from Didier, wonderful challenge that comes in from Dunn. Some desperate defending that comes in from Warnock. There's the challenge that comes in.
Chelsea with the corner. Again, it's deep and that's done away, but it's an awful clearance and the shot comes in. It's turned in by who else? Didier Drogba in the right place at the right time, and Chelsea lead Aston Villa in this FA Cup semi-final.
Well, I don't quite know how this has come about because no one has challenged for the corner.
Nelka's first touch, once again. Sliding challenge, not enough by Milner. Can help it on towards Malouda, and Elka inside the area. Malou still getting shot away.
That's nice. That's nice.
Just took a touch. Curling effort towards the bottom corner. Ballack. Malou wants it. Ballack eventually crosses the ball. Opportunity for another, brilliantly taken by Florent Malouda. Terrific finish from a player playing some of the best football of his Chelsea career, and that surely is that for Chelsea, and another FA Cup final appearance. As Kalou takes it down with ease, and he can get the shot away here. Friedel with a save, opportunity again. Oh! Malouda should have had his second and Chelsea's third.
Well, Brad Friedel makes a great save to his right hand side. He's a great shot stopper.
Coming forward with Malouda here, rides one challenge and still coming forward, and Kalou is on the penalty spot if he can spot him. This is Anelka and Lampard calling for it. Is this another? And still going, that's brilliant!
Brilliant.
Lampard on the score sheet.
Well, I mean, this is a really good finish. This is a wonderful build-up. Villa are going in search of a goal. They're desperate. This is a typical Frank Lampard goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Farrell Smith and the Capital Children's
Beautifully sung. Right, final thoughts, boys, before we hand to our commentators for kick-off. Gareth, what might happen here today? Long walk from the corner of the old ground these days. This is the new Wembley, set to host its fourth final. And Marcel will like this statistic. The three previous occasions here have resulted in either a Chelsea or a Pompey win. John Terry and co are ready. David James and co ready. Time now to join.
Of the English football season, the FA Cup being carried to its plinth by Sergeant Major Dickie Halloran of the 2nd Fusiliers, representing the thousands of members of our armed forces watching on BFBS around the world. No doubt a large Royal Navy and Royal Fleet Auxiliary contingent supporting Pompey today. A red carpet entrance for the Cup finalists. No Wembley debutants, they've all walked this way before. But the romance of the Cup, alive and well, with a Portsmouth story that, even by the standards of this competition, has taken some believing, as it got one last twist in what is almost certainly the final chapter for many of their players today. Sunday at Stamford Bridge, Branislav Ivanovic was the only injury out once John Terry had survived a midweek training ground accident. But you know, Ballack, Kalou and Anelka have only really re-established themselves in the last 3 games. Interesting, there are 7 survivors from the last Chelsea team that Avram Grant picked in Moscow 2 years ago. Grant lost the Algerian midfield player Hassan Yebda to a hip injury just this morning. Papa Bouba Diop has been drafted in. Jamie O'Hara for the injured Mark Wilson is the only other change from the semi-final here. O'Hara and Kevin Prince Boateng both carrying injuries of their own. Season, do they have one more surprise for us? Carlo Ancelotti bidding to follow in Gianluca Vialli's footsteps, the only previous Italian to manage an FA Cup winning team. You know, there's 3 lone players in his starting 11 today. It's the last time that his group of players final between the champions and the bottom club in the top flight. It's a mismatch in any other competition. But Portsmouth have defied bigger odds in recent weeks.
And, you know, with double stress fracture to his lower back. He's been
Lampard ushering Anelka forward. Terrific challenge by McQueen and Lampard! He wasn't very far away. I did 15 years ago was unexpected, but hardly of the David and Goliath legend. Wimbledon 88. Drogba. Just to sense that Chelsea are biding their time here. Lampard from range, oh, it's beautifully struck and hit the outside of David James's post. Wonderful hit by Frank Lampard against his England teammate.
Well, he got the earlier sighter just a little wrong, and this time just across it again, which caused it to swerve away.
There's such skill the way that he hits across the ball. It is a real art form.
It sat up beautifully for him as well, but it just worked against him, the fact that he slightly got across it and caused it to spin away.
Anelka, Chelsea starting to motor. Nicola Anelka, and James had to be smart. Element of surprise about the effort from Anelka. But
half and look as if they're going to carry a threat.
170 days in charge, 246 as Chelsea manager, but Salomon Kalou. Ivanovic, and now Lampard, and now Ivanovic, cut back to Malouda, and here's Drogba, fantastic block by McQueen out again. Two wonderful pieces of last-ditch defending against Thailand in Nelspruit, one of the World Cup venues, but that 100th cap will come. And McQueen will be a proud ambassador for his country in the summer. Dinda, still well defined across, and here's Boateng, and Piquillon was onside. Czech managed to claw it away, but what a chance for Frederic Piquillon. Instinctive reaction, the whole of the goal to aim at.
Well, and it all started, he wasn't moving earlier on, but Jamie O'Hara closed it down and he forced the Chelsea error to begin with. And when a shot comes in from Boateng, you think, well, it's got to go in from Piquillon. I can't believe that he hasn't directed that in. He had so much of the net to aim for, and yet Czech manages to get a hand to it.
Well, that's the wonder of the cup.
So see what Chelsea are going to bring to them. Now they've had that chance, just a little more confidence is there.
Ashley Cole, he's got behind McQueen, great chance, oh, Kalou's hit the crossbar somehow, and David James has grabbed it. Is that the biggest sitter ever missed in an FA Cup final? Salomon Kalou, goal gaping, hits the crossbar.
I can't remember anything that beats that, I'll tell you. That is unbelievable.
A Champions League game that we covered earlier in the season at Stamford Bridge, and he finished up the goal hero that particular evening, but got to score. Got to score.
Well, he's just got the underside of the ball, it's as simple as that. You know, he gets over it, he scores the goal, gets underneath it, and that's just an absolute shocker.
Well, Ashley Cole is asking the same question that every Chelsea fan is, how have you missed? Florent Malouda towards the head of Terry, off the woodwork again. Lampard and Terry now have struck the frame of the goal. It's Drogba. Oh, again they hit the woodwork. David James knocked it against the bar, and he bounced down. They all looked to the linesman.
That was in.
They all look to the linesman, but he says nothing.
And David James is getting on with it. I mean, it looked into me straight away. Is it? Yes, it is. Is it just? I mean, what a hit this is. You know, is it a hidden? I think so. He does get a touch on it, David James. Oh, inconclusive. Maybe not the whole of the ball over the hole, and maybe I jumped the gun a little bit.
Or maybe it's taken us 30 seconds to prove it might not have been a goal. But either way, why on earth do we not use the technology? Argument for deserving to be in front, but they're not yet. Ivanovic, Anelka. Drogba waits at the far post. Didier Drogba, that hit the post again. James came out at his feet, it did, I think.
Well, what is going on between McQuaid and Steve Finnan here? Between them, they just get it hopelessly wrong and allow Drogba to get in. And yeah, it does hit the post again.
Ivanovic. And now Kalou, and Ivanovic has gone on, and he's onside, headed away by McQuaid. Kalou had a swing in it. Ivanovic was behind the line, ball's out, goal kick. And no wonder he's smiling. He's got the fates on his side today, David James.
Are on their side. They've had huge breaks. I mean, just look at that look. I think he's thinking, dear, oh dear, how are we still 0-0?
5 times they've hit the frame of David James's goal.
Well, this is very unlucky, isn't it? The Lampard one just swerved the wrong way. Cole, brilliant. Kalou, shocking. John Terry, wonderful lead, great direction. Very unfortunate not to see it drop in. And then great save in the end from David James, not quite over the line from Drogba, and then Drogba again with the little poke. Incredible.
Don't think it did cross the line, did it?
I don't think it did.
Portsmouth were officially relegated on the eve of the semi-final here. Area is being joined by Aaron McQuaid. Oh, a little bit of space here for Kevin Prince-Boateng. Well, it was a spectacular attempt. He doesn't think it was far away. Well, here's Finnan. Strong, bold run from fullback from Steve Finnan. Aruna Dindan. It's got beyond Belletti. Dindan goes down. Penalty! Conceded by the Chelsea substitute, Giuliano Belletti. Won by Aruna Dindan. And Avram Grant's Portsmouth have the chance to take the lead in the final.
He was clumsy before that as well, but Dindan does him easily. Don't stick the leg out, whatever you do.
Over Tottenham Hotspur. Faced by Pedicek. Saved a Louis Saha penalty at Goodison a couple of months back. This is the cup final. Boateng, saved by Cech. Historic moment for Petr Cech, only the 3rd man ever to save an FA Cup final penalty. Portsmouth fans certainly haven't been silenced. It'll be Didier Drogba. It's in! Hit the post and went in, but it's in. Didier Drogba at long last for Chelsea. And is that the first of many? James beaten. For once, his post just helped the ball into the goal. 6th time in the match, Chelsea have struck the woodwork, but this time a goal for Didier Drogba. Another cup final goal for Didier Drogba.
But just look at the wall. There's a gap in the wall, and David James, crucially, takes a step to the right. All his weight is now on the right side, and he can't get back. And that's pinpoint precision. But look at the wall. That's the problem to begin with. There's a gap in the wall, and it's undone Portsmouth.
Delight for everybody involved with Chelsea Football Club. Thanks to Didier Drogba's 6th Wembley goal. And
make sure they keep things right at the back. And just keep plugging away. He's not. He's playing kind of right side, and Elka left, Drogba in the centre.
Finnan. Seeking out Belhaj again. The early cross is a difficult one. Oh, what a chance for Kanu, was it? No, it's Dindan. Just eluded him, Aruna Dindan.
But you know why? Because he thinks John Terry is going to get there in front of him. Wonderful first-time ball from Belhaj. What a contribution that is. And John...
Belhaj, though, for Portsmouth. And it's another searching cross, and it almost comes for Dindan again. Didier Drogba. Cole with Lampard available. Down goes Lampard, penalty. And Chelsea will have a chance from the penalty spot to surely break Portsmouth's resistance once and for all.
And presumably no argument between Drogba and Lampard. It's Michael Brown who sticks the leg out across Frank Lampard.
England teammate will face him. And Frank Lampard, who got the winner in last season's FA Cup final. There's a chance to clinch victory in this season's. And he's missed it. 2 penalties missed in an FA Cup final. That's never happened before. And Portsmouth are still alive here. It's the throw. Canu on the dead ball line, but scoots up across, which Czech is able to gather. Nearly there.
Yeah. Well, one-sided in terms of chances today, Clive. I mean, Chelsea have been the better side, and you can't deny them the win, but it could have been different.
It's Chelsea history. The newly crowned champions of England keep their grip on the English Cup. It's Chelsea's first double. They've got the winning habit again. New Wembley, same old story. Chelsea's 3rd FA Cup triumph.
Could have been a tale of 2 penalties today. Turned out to be the story of 1 free kick. Great scenes, it should be noted, from the Portsmouth fans, who, in conjunction with the Chelsea fans, are congratulating, cheering their team to the bitter end. It's Chelsea's trophy, though, Chelsea's double. Let's bring in Andy, Marcel and Gareth before.
Front of the Royal Box, special cheer for Avram Grant from Portsmouth and Chelsea fans alike. He said in the morning papers that he was taken for granted during his final months at Chelsea, that the wins were never down to me, only the defeats. He lifted the trophy in unison last year, and now, after encouraging a little bit of vocal accompaniment, Chelsea's hold on the FA Cup grows ever tighter. John Terry's got his hands on it again. The second leg of a spring double for Chelsea. Champions and cup winners. Blue is the colour. The best things come in twos.